Hello everyone, how are you today? So today I would like to recommend my top 5 favorite Korean YouTubers. Yay! Number 1 is What's Up Man. The main character in this channel is called Park Jun-hyung. He used to be in a very popular Korean pop singer group called G.O.D. G.O.D, by the way, is from JYP. If you follow Korean K-pop, probably know by now JYP is very big, one of the K-pop companies in Korea. He's very funny. He must have been born in America and he must have grew up in America. And then he came to Korea because his mother must be a Korean and his father might be American. I can't be sure. Basically, he's not a native Korean, so that it's very funny when he speaks or he doesn't really understand the Korean words or Korean phrases when it comes to sort of reading Korean letters and things like that. By the way, he's quite senior. He's not very senior. He looks very young as well. He's over 50 because they always say 반 백살 in his videos. 백살 means 100 years old and 반 is half, so meaning that he's 50 years old. Basically what he does in his YouTube channel, he has a big team, by the way, behind him, does all the camera filming and editing. So he's visiting all the hot places in South Korea, many times in Seoul, but there was one episode that was filmed in Jeju Island and so on. So he does go around different places. When he goes around, because of his character, honest, and he's very funny and very honest nature, I'm 100% sure he's only started his channel this year, if not in the past 3 months or in the past 6 months, but he has gained more than 1 million subscribers like this straight away. And when I first found out about his channel, it was so funny. I couldn't stop watching one episode to the other. Couldn't go to sleep one night and I watched his videos from the very recent one to the very first one, like at one go. The shows are produced very well. There's a lot of interaction as well between the subscribers and people commenting. They do implement the feedbacks they get from the commenters straight away in the video. I do recommend it. I don't know if they have English subtitles for those of you who doesn't speak Korean. Very funny show to me, so I recommend. Number 2, my top favorite Korean YouTuber is called Sin님. It's SSIN. By the way, I will leave all the links down in the description so you can just click and you can have a look. This YouTuber is beauty YouTuber, by the way, and I've been following her since probably ever since when she first started. Must have been around for 3 years or so by now. I've been following her ever since when she was in university. She used to study art. She has talent in art, drawing, painting, colors and so on, and she's amazing with her makeup. When it comes to makeup industry, she does have in-depth knowledge around it, so which product is good. She would be very honest as well, and she's very fun too. There's no hiding or there's no faking. She'd make all kinds of funny faces. She would be very honest in saying one product is really good. She'll recommend it crazy. If one product is not really good at all, and she'll be very honest about it to her followers. I have a very high respect for that, for being very consistent, watching her growing so quick. Maybe not so quick, but relatively very quick. It's not really about growing really quick neither. It's about being consistent, and also you focus on what you're really good at and you are refining that skills. I'm a very big fan of her. If Sin님 is watching this video, I'm saying hello. So yeah, I definitely recommend. I do believe that she has English subtitles, so that would be very good. Okay, so next one, number 3 is, let me just quickly double check, is called Canary Girl. So I think she meant Celery Girl, but if you see her user ID, it starts with C. In Korean, she's called 회사원 A. She does have another channel, day-to-day vlogging channel called 회사원 B, and also she is Korean, but she's very good at speaking Japanese. So she does have another channel. I believe that's been started only this year or very recently, and she does run that channel in Japanese. She has basically 3 YouTube channels she's running, which is unbelievable, incredibly hard at work. Not only just being consistent, but incredibly hard at work. So the reason I recommend is, again, when it comes to sort of this, my top 5 favorite Korean YouTuber is very subjective. As you notice, being entertaining part, I give a very high point. Yes, not only she's very inconsistent, but also she's very funny too. Being a YouTuber, like it or not, one day you will become a public figure, so that you do have to take risks to a certain part of your life. But anyway, what I like about her, she's very funny, very honest. Considering you're a beauty YouTuber, it's not very very easy for you to show on the camera and talking to the people without a makeup, but she would do that, and it's really funny the way it's done. So that generates perhaps a little bit more in-depth connection, if you will. And again, she's very honest. In my opinion, she was introducing contents that were not familiar to Korean YouTube subscribers. Her content was slightly different from what was already done and being done in the industry, for specifically for Korean, I have to say. So I give her a good point for that. She would do something like a Louis Vuitton lipstick review, for example. Around the time that she was doing that, I didn't really see anyone who would do that, not even any other YouTubers outside of Korea. I might be wrong, but that's how I felt. So being creative, being very friendly with her followers, being consistent, I give her a very good point. So she is number 3. I've been following her for about, I don't know, ever since she started as well. So yeah, Kalari girl, good job. If you were watching this video, I say hello. Okay, so number 4 now is called Haner. So she's relatively new as well. She's only been started doing YouTube in the past 2 years or so, I believe, and I've only found out about her channel this year. She does have a lot of subscribers now, must be nearly 500,000 or so by now. What I really like about her channel, she seemed very young. I think she's younger than me, but I highly respect the fact that she's very brave. She's a business owner. She runs an online store called Haner, and she sells women's underwears. She started off as being a model to sell the underwear, but in her name, and that's her brand. For a young woman, it's not a very easy decision to be, first of all, to be a YouTuber, being a public figure. On top of that, if you are promoting underwear, when it comes to sort of a risk, it is even more so, I have to say. But then what I can tell is she's been very brave. I really highly respect that side of her. She's sharing her stories, her journey, sharing the day-to-day life with her followers. A lot of times you can just really do product reviews or things like that on YouTube, but what I really like, I highly respect people who does run their own business, because I know that it's not easy decision to start with. Even if you have decided, I know it's very difficult to continue building business from the ground up, from nothing, from the scratch. So I have a huge respect. She's very pretty, by the way, as well, I didn't mention. She's very pretty, she's very young, fun, always smiley, very positive. So I do highly recommend to check her YouTube channel out if you haven't. So that is number 4. Now number 5, last but not least, Ogana. So it's actually called O Pride, and his name is Ogana. He's business owner as well, and I've only discovered his YouTube channel recently this year, about 3 months ago or so, and he's only started doing YouTube not even 1 year, but he does have, I think now he has more than 100,000 subscribers. And what I really like about his channel, for his case, he's a dermatologist, he's a doctor, so he did study to become a doctor. I believe he used to work for another hospital, and then very recently he opened his own business as a dermatologist. What I hear from his channel is that he's doing very well just for that, the hospital side of the business that he's running. Majority of his videos, by the way, is about cars, expensive cars, Lamborghinis, and I'm not interested in that at all. So I don't really follow car businesses, car industry. I do have very high respect in terms of working hard, being consistent, the braveness that you have decided that you're gonna start your own business and that you are doing it very consistently, working hard. Also, you're not afraid to promote it. You promote your own business through YouTube. I really like the fact that I can actually learn from the people like him. Very recently, he opened a Korean beef restaurant. It looked almost like a Michelin star restaurant. So a chef will be sort of cooking in front of you. I'm not sure, 30-course meal or something like that. Very expensive per person, very high-end service. If you're a dermatologist, to open a restaurant like that it's incredibly another hours and work that you have to put in. On top of that, he also created a beauty product. I don't actually have much information about it, so I can't really tell, but one of his most recent video was about that Korean beauty product being introduced from one of the huge Korean department stores. I would think, wow, as a one person to have an amazing hobby, as a one person, if you can do so much, I think it's really fantastic. So I really like to watch his YouTube channel time and time, and not so much about the car hobbies that he has, but the rest part of it I do follow. Okay, so I've just talked about my 5 top, my favorite Korean YouTubers. I do have one bonus one, is actually it is Mangchi. So some of you, if you do follow Korean food, food channel, or if you love Korean food, how to make it at home, and you look for a recipe by Pure Tons as well. For me, I did look for a recipe for Korean food that I wanted to cook at home, and I found her YouTube, and she's been doing this Mangchi channel for must been for the past 10 years or so. She's basically around my mom's age. She lives in New York. She does run her YouTube channel in English, but you can tell she's from Korea because she has very strong Korean accent. She'll be introducing how to cook a certain Korean food, all things Korean food around it. And her recipe, I have to say, one of the best ones that I've ever found online. It's very easy now. You can find recipes from everywhere, but I feel that her recipe is very authentic and easy to follow. So one of the recipes that I really recommend to all of you is the Korean fried chicken called 양념 통닭. It's with the Korean spicy gochujang sauce a little bit, and then it's very sweet fried chicken recipe. I 100% recommend. I recommend it to watch it, and I recommend to follow her. She's very funny as well and very informative. So yes, that's everything from me today. I hope you like the YouTube channels that I recommend to you. So I will see you in my next videos. Bye now!